Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. What time you are watching this video? Routing. Routing is l- layer 3. We are talking about layer 3 router. Here I will talk about environment without layer 3, without NSX. Here if I have host ESX host and this host has VM1 and VM2. VM1 IP is 1.1.1.1 and VM2 do 2.2.2.2. If the VM1 wanted to connect to VM2 and reach this VM, the information is must go through physical router here, physical router from VM1 to host, from host to virtual switch, from host to physical switch, and physical switch 1, 2, 3 to physical router. And physical router will send the information routed by this router to switch 1, 2, 3 to ESX, and the information will go to VM2. If this router down, the information will not go from VM1 to VM2. Here I have bottleneck is a physical router. This physical router must be high availability to avoiding this availability and license for this, and uh, physical environment must connect to virtual environment. Here I have traffic on physical environment, and our bottleneck is physical physical router. With NSX, as we can see here, the routing inside the host. Here I have distributed logical switch. Uh, if the VM wanted to connect VM2, VM here, VM web server 1 connect to database server 1, the information will go to distributed logical router inside the host to the database server. If I have here, if I have ESX here and VM1, and VM2, if the VM1 wanted to connect to VM2, the information go through the logical router, this logical router inside the host, and the information will go to VM2. As we can see here, the information inside the host. Okay, the distributed logical router maybe belong to multiple hosts. Okay, if the host 1 goes down, the information between VM1, VM2, and VM4 is available, and VM2 to VM3 as we can see here will be available. Here we don't have a bottleneck. Okay, here if VM1 wanted to send information to VM2, as we can see here, the information go through through the router from VM1 to VM2 inside this VM. Use this router inside the host, go to VM2. If the vMotion go from if the VM2 go from host 1 to host 2, the router in host 2 will do the info to the routing, as we can see here. VM2 go to this router, to this host. The information go from VM2 to router on host B to VM1. As we can see here, VM1 send information to VM2. It's use this router inside its host. Okay, and when will the response from VM2 to VM1 go through this route. Okay, all information are table. It's go from VMware VMware NSX master node controller. If the vMotion done from from ESX1 to ESX2, the engine on the ESX2 collect the information and update its table and send it to NSX controller, master controller node, and it's update its tables and send the information to all routers and switches in the environment. Okay, as we can see here, distributed logical router 1 has interface 1, 2, 3, 4. Interface 1 connect to distributed logical switch database 1 here to app transport app tier logical switch here, web tier logical switch. Each interface has subnet here and the routing between this subnet inside the host or between the hosts if the VMs in different hosts. Okay, this is about routing. Thank you very much. See you later.
هلا لكم، بشوفكم بالدرس اللي بعده.